Good day, everybody. This is Ying Yang in California with Morsels of a Thought number 1375. As you can see, I'm a little overheated here. San Francisco, California reached 100 degrees on Saturday. So it's a little more than we're used to. I know it's different in Arizona, but Uh, let me put this a little down. Let's do this first. Okay, so right now we are reading from Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, and we are in Book 10, number 33. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, who lived in the second century, and who uh, has been translated from the Latin by Gregory Hayes. Okay, number 33. Given the material we're made of, what's the sanest thing that we can do or say? Whatever it may be, you can do or say it. Don't pretend that anything's stopping you. You'll never stop complaining until you feel the same pleasure that the hedonist gets from self-indulgence, only from doing what's proper to human beings as far as circumstances, inherent or fortuitous, allow enjoyment me excuse me only from doing what's proper to human beings as far as circumstances, inherent or fortuitous, allow. There we go. Enjoyment means doing as much of what your nature requires as you can, and you can do that anywhere. A privilege not granted to a cylinder to determine its own action, or to water or fire, or any of the other things governed by nature alone, or by an irrational soul. Too many things obstruct them and get in their way, but the intellect and logos are able to make their way through anything in their path by inborn capacity or sheer force of will. Keep before your eyes the ease with which they do this, the ease with which the logos is carried through all things, as fire is drawn upward, or a stone falls to earth, as a cylinder rolls down an inclined plane. That's all you need. All other obstacles either affect the lifeless body or have no power to shake or harm anything unless misperception takes over o- takes over or the logos surrenders voluntarily. Otherwise, those they obstruct would be degraded by them immediately. In all other entities, when anything bad happens to them, it affects them for the worse. Whereas here, a person is improved by it, if I can put it like that, and we admire him for reacting as a person should. And keep in mind that nothing can harm one of nature's citizens except what harms the city he belongs to, and nothing harms that city except what harms its law. And there is no so called misfortune that can do that. So long as the law is safe, so is the city and the citizen. Ugh, boy, oh boy. Wow. Okay, so number 34. If you've immersed yourself in the principles of truth, the briefest, most random reminder is enough to dispel all fear and pain. Leaves that the wind drives earthward, such are the generations of men. Your children, leaves from a tree, leaves applauding loyally and heaping praise upon you, or turning around and calling down curses, sneering and mocking from a safe distance. A glorious reputation handed down by leaves. All of these spring up in the springtime, and the wind blows them all away, and the tree puts forth others to replace them. None of us have much time, and yet you act as if things were eternal, the way you fear and long for them. Before long, darkness, and whoever buries you mourned in their turn. Number 35. A healthy pair of eyes should see everything that can be seen and not say, no, too bright, which is a symptom of ophthalmia. A healthy sense of hearing or smell should be prepared for any sound or scent. A healthy stomach should have the same reaction to all foods as a mill to what it grinds. So, too, a healthy mind should be prepared for anything. The one that keeps saying, are my children all right? Or everyone must approve of me, is like eyes that can only stand pale colors or teeth that can only handle mush. That can handle only mush. 36. It doesn't matter how good a life you've led. There'll still be people standing around the bed who will welcome the sad event, even with the intelligent and good. Won't there be someone thinking, finally, to be through with that old school teacher? Even though he never said anything, you could always feel him judging you. And that's for a good man. How many traits do you have that would make a lot of people glad to be rid of you? Remember that when the time comes. You'll be less reluctant to leave if you can tell yourself, this is the sort of life I'm leaving. Even the people around me, the ones I spent so much time fighting for, praying over, caring about, even they want me gone in hopes that it will make their own lives easier. How could anyone stand a longer stay here? And yet, don't leave angry with them. Be true to who you are, caring, sympathetic, kind, and not as if you were being torn away from life, but the way it is when someone dies peacefully, how the soul is released from the body. That's how you should leave them. It was nature that bound you to them, that tied the knot, and nature that now unties you. I am released from those around me, not dragged against my will, but unresisting. There are things that nature demands, and this is one of them. Number 37. Learn to ask of all actions, why are they doing that? Starting with your own. Number 38. Remember what pulls the strings is within, hidden from us. Is speech, is life, is the person. Don't conceive of the rest as part of it, the skin that contains it, and the accompanying organs, which are tools like a carpenter's axe, except that they're attached to us from birth and are no more use without what moves and holds them still than the weaver's shuttle, the writer's pencil, the driver's whip. So our bodies are our tools. Our souls are what we have. Nature is the Logos. Logos is God. So here we are. That was book 10. And next week, I will do a little bit from the Book of Virtues. We're not through with meditations yet, but the Book of Virtues by William J. Bennett, partly because one of the people that I was working with, her mother was classmates with Mr. Bennett in Washington State in the 1930s. So I thought I would go into that a little bit. I also thought that we could continue on with meditations later on. And today I am going to do much more of this water, which normally I don't drink it with ice, but today I did. So, okay, I'll talk to you later. Old Kinderhook. Bye bye.